Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mia and this is Creepy Time. If you are new to my channel, this is a place where I talk about things that are creepy. All things that I find interesting and really things that get stuck in my head and I want to research more. It could be medical anomalies, paranormal, just, things from all different genres. Today I'm doing a video on The Fly. It's kind of a shorter video, so I'm researching something a little more detailed, so I just kind of wanted to put something up this week at least. So forgive my lack of setup. I mean, I don't usually have a great setup anyway, but I'm literally holding my phone right now. But so today we are going to be talking about the mysterious stairs in the woods. And I would like to preface this video by saying that none of the research is mine. I don't hold any rights to it. I don't have any claim to it. And if you are sensitive to certain topics, I would ask that you kindly skip this video. This video isn't very graphic or anything, but it does have some mature content, you see. So if it bothers you, just please skip. No hard feelings. So let's dive in. So the mysterious stairs in the woods. Okay. This topic was kindly shared to me by one of my really good friends. I won't say her name just in case she doesn't want it shared, but she sent me a message on Facebook and she's like, "Have you heard about the stairs in the woods?" Well, I had, but I had forgotten about them completely. I watched a documentary Once Upon a Time and just kind of left my brain from there. So the fact that she reintroduced me to it was really exciting. I dove in, and this phenomenon started from a Reddit user. And this person is a search and rescue officer, and he performs search and rescues throughout the forests or the land in the national parks. So he has experienced quite a bit. He initially made a Reddit post to share some of his experiences in general, and in doing so, in sharing the strange things or the sad, frightening, disturbing things that he may have encountered, he brought up the stairs in the woods, and it quickly became an internet hit. And that's not to say that the other topics that he shared weren't worth mentioning or weren't important, but the internet really stuck with the stairs in the woods. Now, this prompted many, many people from all over the world to share their stories and experiences with the stairs in the woods as well. It seems as though these staircases are found, I don't know, it seems like a lot of the stories, they are set in the U.S. national parks. And, oops, turkey's done. Put that back in. It seems like they're shared in the U.S. national parks, but people from Europe and I believe Asia shared their stories as well. So enough with the semantics here. What the heck are they? They are literally, as they sound, staircases that are found in the middle of nowhere. So you might be thinking, well, why is that unusual? People have built homes all over the place. There is no uniqueness to finding ruins, okay? However, these staircases are typically found isolated. They are typically found very far out in the wilderness. They have not been seen or noticed closer than 20 miles. So you at least have to go 20 or more miles to find these. When they are found, they are usually free of debris, and there is not any debris surrounding them to indicate a prior structure or building, okay? So they're not known how, it's not known how they got there in the first place. So the search and rescuer stated that he first learned about these stairs in the woods when he was in training. He was a rookie, as they call themselves. So he was a rookie and he was in training, and he was out on a search and rescue, I guess, mission or operation. And he was with his trainer. And as they're searching, they're way the heck out there in the middle of nowhere. As they're searching, they notice a set of stairs. And he inquires about them, naturally. He wants to know why they're there, and he wants to investigate them. He is urged by his trainer to stay away from them. And upon asking her why he should stay away from them, she doesn't go into much detail, and she's very dismissive and just doesn't want to talk about it. He presses a little further, only to be shut down again. And she does not go into any further detail other than, you need to stay away. This is something that you're going to see frequently. Ignore them, pretend they're not there, and just do not climb them. Do not climb them. So she was very insistent on not only leaving them alone in general, but like absolutely just don't climb them. So he accepted her advice and kind of laid it to rest for the moment. He goes on to say that over his time in being a search and rescuer, he asked his co-searchers, he asked his partners more about the stairs in the woods, and was met with the same like dismissive, don't worry about them, you don't want to know about them, don't climb them, etc., etc. So this man is very curious about them, and he goes on to tell a few stories about them that he, discovered as he is doing his job. Now here's where it gets a little confusing for me, because I wasn't able to find the original threads on Reddit, and that's not to say that they don't exist, but I'm simply I don't know how. Point blank, I don't know how. I'm not very, I don't want to say tech savvy, but as far as like a new website, I don't know how to navigate it at all. So I stumbled across another YouTube video by this other YouTuber. His name, I'm assuming it's a him because the voice sounds male or deeper. But Corpse Husbands is the username. And I was listening to this person basically go over creepy search and rescue stories as detailed by Reddit, the Reddit users, and the original person who told the stories about the creepy stairs was among them. So it's a little confusing to me to say, were these stories, personal accounts from, I think his Reddit username was Search and Rescue Woods. So were these accounts by Search and Rescue Woods? I don't know. I can't say with 100% certainty. So assuming that they were his stories, the first one is that he had a rookie that he was training himself and took the rookie out on a search and rescue operation, and they were looking for a person, and they stumbled across a set of stairs in the woods. Now, this was surprising to the rookie because the stairs that they found were not, I don't think that they were like stone steps. I think they were a legitimate set of stairs, like from a house. Now, let me take a side detour here and say that I forgot to mention earlier that these stairs, when they're found, they are not stone or wooden. Well, some of them are wooden, but what's here, okay. So they're not stone steps like you would see in a really old house, okay? They are often, they look like they've been cut and pasted from someone's home. Some of the stairs are carpeted. Some of the stairs are wooden. Some of the stairs are metal. And they're typically always standing solidly. They're not shifting with the ground or the earth. They're not decaying. They're very sturdy stairs. And that surprised this rookie that he found a set of steps in the woods. He wanted to go check it out. He was adamant on searching around the stairs because he felt like this missing person could be near or around them. So he went. Despite Search and Rescue Woods, assuming it's him, telling him not to go near, he did anyway. And he went up the steps, searched around at first, went up the steps. He was on the top landing, and I guess that the steps were near a tree, because it's reported that he reached up to grab a nearby tree branch, and as he did so, just before he grabbed the branch, his hand was sliced clean off. And there are multiple witnesses to this, not to the event itself, but to the fact that his hand was severed. So naturally, this poor person is in a state of panic, and he climbs down the stairs, and they searched for the hand so that they could potentially take it to the hospital with him, because there are instances where severed limbs can be reattached in surgery. But they were unable to find the hand anywhere. So this poor person was bleeding profusely, almost bled out and died. He managed to make it to the hospital, and of course the hand was missing, so they weren't able to reattach the hand. But it was a clean cut, completely off and in an instant, and nobody knows what cut his hand. Another story, again, I'm not sure if it's by the same person, but it details a woman going up the stairs, and upon climbing back down the stairs, suffering a fatal brain aneurysm. That one is sad to me because, well, they're all sad, but when a person has an aneurysm, oftentimes they don't know that they had one to begin with. And for those of you who don't know what an aneurysm is, it's essentially a blood vessel that bursts. You can get them in your brain, and you can get them in your lungs. And it's suspected that either the stairs caused the aneurysm in and of itself, or the stairs burst it, and it led to her death. There is another story that details two search and rescue officers looking for a missing boy, a little boy, and they were searching for him in the vicinity of where he went missing. It was reported that he was missing early on, so they felt that they had enough time to find him and bring him back without too much trauma or time taken. There were eyes that were set upon the boy at one point. They had found him, and the boy went missing again. And they found another set of stairs in the woods. and they were like scared to go approach the stairs. But one search and rescue officer was fairly confident that they would find him there, that they would find the boy on or around the staircase. So they went up to the staircase, and they did. They found the boy on the very bottom step of the stairs, and he had passed away. And it was baffling to them because they had just seen the boy, an otherwise perfectly healthy child that wandered off and went missing, passed away within a matter of hours on the bottom step of one of these stairs that has popped up randomly. It goes on to say that upon autopsy of the child, the organs, like basically all tissues inside the body, were like Swiss cheese, was how they described it, and had multiple holes. And so they had holes all over the organs, and no one can figure out what caused it or why they were there. There is another story. I don't think this one was inside the US. This was in, I want to say it was someplace like Cambodia or somewhere similar. So there was this man that went out and saw a set of stairs. He was curious about them, even though all the people in his family and his friends had told him as a child to please stay away from the stairs, don't go near them, no one knows why they're there, no one knows what they're doing there, but just stay away from them. And he had heeded that as a child, but as an adult he came across them again, and he was curious. As an adult, he was curious on what they were. He climbs the stairs, and he feels very, very off on the top. When he's on the top landing, he feels very strange, very off, and he climbs back down the stairs. It's said that he becomes disoriented and I don't know if confused is the right word for it, but he was disoriented and he didn't feel well, and he decided that it was time for him to go home. So he does. He gets back, and in his boat, he was in a boat at some point, gets back and goes home, only to be met by his friends and family just absolutely distraught and shocked at the fact that he was home. And when he asks them why they are so shocked that he'd been only gone for a matter of hours, they were shocked to hear that, and they turned around and told him that you've been gone for about 3 months. So somehow during climbing the stairs, he lost concept of time, or he was portaled somewhere. But he lost all concept of space and time, and he was gone for months before he was able to come home. There is yet another story about the stairs of one of the search and rescue officers daring fate and climbing the stairs. And when he gets to the top, he reports that he, again, does not feel good. He does not feel well. And all sound stopped. So there was no wind, no animal activity, no birds chirping. He couldn't hear anything, and it was like deafeningly quiet. And he started feeling physically ill and decided to climb back down the stairs. And it took him a while to regroup and recenter, but he goes on to say that it was a terrifying experience, that when he was on the top flight of those stairs, he felt like he was doing something wrong. He felt like he was not supposed to be there. He felt like something bad was going to happen to him, and he felt just wrong. So he ended up, climbing back down the stairs and regrouping, and he never went near the stairs again. So that is several stories about these crazy, crazy stairs. It's still a mystery. No one knows why they're there or how they got there. As I stated before, they are made out of multiple materials: stone, wood. Some of them are fully carpeted, brand new carpet. Some of them are metal spiral staircases. Some of them are inverted. So remember how I said that they appear very sturdy and they're like upright and they're not tilting or sagging or, anything like that. So that same thing, but upside down. And you're like, well, how can a staircase be upside down? Like, it just looks weird. It looks upside down. Like there's points instead of, you guys know what an upside down staircase looks like. So some of them are upside down, and it's again reported that there's no animal activity. They are free of debris, and frequently the grass or foliage around the staircases will be dead or dying. And to this day, search and rescue officers or anybody who comes across them in other parts of the world, they're told to stay away from them. Now, there are some theories about what is going on with the staircases. They are saying that they are portals to another dimension. They are saying that there is alien activity surrounding the staircases, that there are abductions that happen off of the top flight. They're saying that it really has to do with space and time. They're not necessarily paranormal. People don't often mention like ghosts, quote unquote, or like spiritual activity around them. But they're like dead. They're like dead spaces to where nothing wants to be there, and things around it die. So that's really where the theories around them lie, that they're portals, they change time and space, and that there is alien activity surrounding them. So that is the story or stories of the stairs in the woods. Super creepy, super crazy. I have never encountered stairs in the woods before, and maybe it's because I don't dare to venture out past a certain point. I'm not, as much as I love nature, I adore nature, but I'm also really respectful of her. And I feel like if I get an ego and I get cocky and I feel like, oh yeah, I'll be fine, I'll just wander out here, that she might not have mercy on me. And I don't want to get lost. I don't want to be exposed to the elements. To say I'm a survivalist is a lie. If an apocalypse ever happens, I'm letting you guys know I'm going to be the first to die. So I just don't go out very far. So I've never encountered them myself, but I'm definitely going to be doing more research. I'm definitely going to be like reading and listening to more stories. I swear this isn't an ad, but if you guys want to look up Corpse Husbands on YouTube, they have like this video that's about 2 hours long, and you're like, holy crap, it's a long time, but it's so cool. It is so, so cool. I listened to it on my commute one day because my commute is ridiculous. It's at least an hour each way. So there and back, I listened to the whole video, and it really, I'm assuming it's a he, I apologize because the voice is male, but they have a really wonderful way of narrating, and you really get to hear in depth all of these stories from Reddit about search and rescue. And it does touch on the stairs in the woods. If you guys want to Google anything, you can. That's all I did was type in Stairs in the Woods, and there'll be countless links that pop up. Interestingly enough, there are not many pictures of them. There's just like a couple. There's one of a spiral staircase, and I think there's another one that's either stone. I would have loved to see a picture of the carpeted, like, because in that story, they were saying that they found a staircase and it was brand new white carpet, unsoiled, right in the middle of a field. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm sorry it was on the fly and not very good lighting, etc., etc. But if you do like the stories I present, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I would really, really appreciate it if you did. This has become a hobby of mine, and I'm only trying to get better. I have a new setup that's coming eventually. I'm just trying to put it together so that my videos look better. But I would really appreciate if you hit that subscribe button, leave any comments down below, even hit that like button. I would super appreciate it. It seems like more of my medical videos get more attention than my paranormal ones. And that's totally fine because I am a medical nerd. So I think next week I'm going to be doing a like medical anomaly video. It's actually the one that I'm working on right now. It's another disease that is terrifying. So I'm really excited to show you guys that one. But I just wanted to put up this quick Stairs in the Woods video. So like I said, you guys could have some content. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or night, depending on where you're from, and I will see you next week. Bye-bye.